Everyone. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good to have everyone on the session. Let me know where you are joining and connecting from that everyone can hear me, see my screen. This link to your trading community. If you let's trade life, let's hopeful that money will be. So let me joining and connecting from that one. Okay. So I'm very hopeful that in the market. So let's go, let's trade live, let's make some money, let's catch some profits. Yeah, I can see everyone joining. So let me know which part of the world you are joining and connecting from. Today is 9th of July. So we are going to be going into the market. So last week, the trade we had there was I think Euro AUD. So I think news happened and it just went okay. That was GBP USD. It went straight to SL. So that was one of the things that. But I'm very hopeful that money will be printed today from the market. So this live trading session, we are not going to take a lot of time. So it's just going to be very quick and snappy. So, but then it's going to be very impactful. So my live trading session offers you opportunity for two things. So you make money and you learn from me just by watching me analyze the market. So we are going to be going straight to it again. So every Wednesday, come on YouTube, we trade, make money, everyone enjoys. So we are back at it again. So let me get pair of suggestion. Let me know where you are joining and connecting from. Let's know which part of the world you are joining and connecting from. So let's know which part of the world you are joining and connecting from, right? So let's go straight to it. Pair of suggestion. So let me start the analysis. Let me share my screen. First of all, let's observe if there is any high impact news that we are expecting for today. We go to Forest Factory calendar. Okay, today is Wednesday. We are expecting FOMC by, yes, by 7 p.m. Nigerian time. FOMC, and yes, that's the only news that we have today. FOMC 7 p.m. Nigerian time. So that's it. Okay. Oh, I can see someone already in the comment section. My people, I can see every one of us. So good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. We are back at it again. Someone is saying, "Oh, good morning, seeing you, Emmanuel." No, Chibuoke connecting from Enugu. Good to have you here. So, okay. So you are saying that we should look at CAD JPY and Euro JPY. Okay. UJ is my guy. So I will start from Euro JPY. Cornelius, good news. Good morning. Good to have every one of us on the session. The number keeps increasing. Please go ahead. Tell us where you are joining and connecting from. So let's appreciate you. Let's recognize you in a special way. So what again do I need to say before I go straight to the chat? Help me. All right. So today I'm very hopeful that money will be made. So let's drop some fire emoji in the comment section. Just type out money will be made today. Money will be made today. Money will be made today. I'm very hopeful, super hopeful that money will be made today. So last week, the trade that we took after all the analysis, we had one setup. It was an instant execution. So it didn't go well. We hit SL. So we hit SL the last one. So, but today I'm very hopeful based on what I'm seeing already in the market. we are going to make profits out of today's engagement. So live trading session like one, you make money. Two, you learn on the market just by watching me analyze the market before you. So I've had a lot of testimonial, people come to meet me in my DM. I go back to watch your live trading session and I've gotten so much insight. It have helped me navigate the market better. So those are the kind of things that you are going to be getting on sessions like this. So if you are yet to subscribe to this YouTube channel, please go ahead, subscribe to this YouTube channel by the before the end of this month or so. From next month, trust me, back to back content, proper educational content video will be dropping here. So I leave this disclaimers before we go straight to the chat, because I don't want trading session. I want it to end at exactly 11 a.m. or before then. So the disclaimers I have to leave for us is, please apply proper risk management. So not because maybe you've traded before and you went to or you know me, then you now begin to over leverage your account. No, please apply proper risk management. And just in case you've gotten to the threshold of your loss limit for the day, or your maximum, or the profit that you are okay and comfortable with in the market, please, you are not under any compulsion to take the trade. And if I do the analysis and you feel it doesn't seem well to you, you are free not to take the trade. So those are the things. So but I'm very hopeful that if you follow through, you are going to make money from this engagement. So I can see the comment section, money will be made, money will be made. So let's go straight to the charts. Let's go straight to the charts. I can see one dropping Euro JPY and CAD JPY. Let's see where we'll start from. All right. Okay. So let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Screen share. Yes. So I believe you can see my screen. Okay. This thread yesterday, it didn't come back. It didn't trigger me and just kept buying. Is where. So Euro JPY. Let's begin from there. So let me start the analysis from daily time frame. Why I want to start from daily time frame is for us to see clear picture of what the market is doing on a broader perspective. So this is what I'm seeing. We are seeing on GBP. Oh, I said GBP. He has been making money this recently. So this is what we are seeing on Euro JPY. So until the market gets to this point, I'm not expecting any significant sell. So the sell that may be happening before this market gets here is more like going to be a retracement for a move again. So the market moves up, moves down. So it's going to be more like a retracement. So you can see here, this is like the next point that the market is most likely heading towards. But then let's examine what happens from 4 hours time frame. Then we can begin to know if we have a trade on this guy. So I'm expecting reactions happen here. Let me make this small. To red. I'm expecting reactions here. So what may have typically is when the market gets to this point, it reacts on it like this, just retracement, then keep moving up to the upside. So let's see what happens here. So I brought this one close so we can see what the market is doing, what we have here. So when we go straight to where the market is, we can see what is happening there. So this is it. So the market have gotten to this point and retracement happening. So the market is still on an aggressive uptrend, and the position you should be looking to take is ideally going to be a buy position, but it's not as though you are not going to see retracement. Okay, look at it, retracement happened here. So looking at what have been happening on this guy, market structure, higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows. So let's say all these higher highs, higher lows. So this is the last one here. Let's mark it. This is a high, this is break of structure to the upside, and here we have, let me mark this. Let me mark out. I want to pick out this OB here. Let me mark out this other block, 5 minutes. All right. So the market is within this range. Now, that's why it's important that you mark your levels, and yes, you, if you don't have sufficient confluence, you can decide to wait for more confirmation to enter the trade. Now, this is what we have here. Normally, we would be looking at this area to go long on this guy, but it seems the market is not holding at this level. So let's just be patient to see what happens. So if the market keeps selling, that can alter our sentiment for from a bearish movement to a bullish, from a bullish movement to a bearish movement. So for now, let's just hold on, see what happens, because the point that we will be looking at going long on this pair, the market is not holding on that, on this area, so it's rejecting it. It's just going down. The market is just going down. So let's see, let's hold on this guy. So looking at it from a higher perspective, the market is still at an uptrend, and I expect a reaction here. So since the market is still on an uptrend, the position we'll be looking at taking is going to be a buy position. So this is break of structure, and the market has come back to it, but it seems this guy is not holding. So if the market keeps selling, that can alter our buy from buying to selling. But for now, let's just stay out and see and observe what price action does. So we can only speculate the market, but the market has its way to do whatever it wants to do. So thankful to God that we are here, that the market is, at this our POI, point of consideration. So let's observe clearly to see what happens, then we can take it off from there, right? So let me observe card JPY. Let me observe card JPY. JPY. So JPY moves almost alike. So let me give this a clean chart. What's wrong with this? So daily time frame. So looking at 4 hours time frame, let's see. I'm expecting a reaction here. I will tell us why I'm expecting a reaction here. So this is, there's another block there, and let me just stretch it out. Stretch it out. Okay. So, but no, I won't consider this level. Now, this is the point that broke structure to the to the downside, and until the market gets to this point, let me mark out this other block here. Then we can wait for it. Let me use 1 hour OB. Mm, I don't like the choppy price action here, but however, let me just use this to indicate the beginning of the OB. So if you observe clearly, this is just like the move we have on Euro JPY. This is the move that we have on Euro JPY. So I'm not um going to say we are going to buy now at the moment. No, because of the market is saying that it's not going to hold here, or keep going up. So let's just observe what happens. So at the moment, you can't be talking about selling this guy, and you should not be jumping in for a buy either at the moment. So for this guy, Euro JPY and CAD JPY, just stay out, observe what price does, then we can react to it from there, right? So let me look at other pairs on the line. We have GBP USD. Take off this. Take off this. GBP USD on 4 hours time frame. This is what we have. The market is still on an uptrend. However, let's look at where we can possibly position for a move on this guy, GBP USD. So we have this break of structure here to the upside, and this is the point that initiated the break of structure to the upside. So marking out the other block here, this is it, 4 hours OB. Now, if the market gets to this point, we'll be looking at buying GBP USD. So since the market has not gotten to this point, let's see if there is any information we can have on this guy, so we can see if we can enter for a short position, a selling position to make money. So let's see, let's read what price is saying here. Let's say structure breaks to the downside, and boom. Okay, so this is my first consideration point. 15 minutes time frame. First consideration points for this, and I'm also looking at this level too. This level too, because this is the actual point that on a 1 hour time frame, you see what happened here. So when you are looking at market structure, this will have change of character here to the downside, and from here we have this break of structure here. This is the point, this is the where the move that broke structure was initiated. But since we have this, I'm looking at there's every possibility that the market is going to make a reaction from here and start falling to the downside, to this point before we start looking for a buy. But this kind of thing here, this kind of setup here, I wouldn't want to enter with a pending order because I already have two levels that I'm looking at possible reaction on before something will happen on the pair. So if the market gets to this point first, which is like the first point to consider based on what we are seeing in the market. Then if the market rejects around here, gives us a bearish engulfing candlestick pattern which shows that the market is will be going down, then we can join the sell to the downside. But if the market keeps going up, when it gets to this point, does as though nothing is there, we can typically look out for a reaction around this level, around this area. So let's zoom in to see if we have a FVG around it. Okay, so let me see. Yeah, just a little, and here too. Let's see what we have here. Okay, yeah, we have FVG here too. 15 minutes time frame. So I'll be looking at these points first for for sell consideration. Let me 50% will be 20 pips SL, and first point target is 1:5, which is here. So but then you can actually hold it down to somewhere around this level, somewhere around here. So but here already, this is like 1:5 setup. Looking at possible rejection around here, then I go in for a short position. So this is for GBP USD. So this is my setup for GBP USD. Let me check. I will come back to it to see if we are going to take it on a pending order, or I would explain to us how the dynamics to trade it. So let me look at. So any other pair for me to look at? So let me ask us, we traders, if this was to be an exam, where would you typically go for? Would you be looking at taking the trade from here, or would you be looking at taking the trade from here? So if your answer is A is at this point, write A. If your answer is B, write B. I want to check. Let's see. So this is classwork. So if you be looking at where my cell coordinate is answer A, then is A. Then if you be looking at the other points as B, let me know you are looking at B. Let me see what two people are looking at. So let's do that quick. You can drop your answer, A or B, A or B, A or B. So what do you guys think? Okay, Daniel is saying A. Okay, so more persons, any other person, drop your answer. Let me see. Don't do expo. Drop your answer. Let me see. A or B. Will your answer be A or will your answer be B? So if it's at this point, I'll be looking at this where my cell coordinate is. That's A. The red line is B. So would you be looking at A or would you be looking at B? B. Awesome. B. B. Okay. Okay. So one more. Let's start it off from there. Would you be looking at A or would you be looking at B? Hmm. So when we are done, I will say something, then we can proceed from there. All right. Okay. So for the want of time, now looking at this based on what price have shown to us. So reading clear price action, the market got up. Let me explain to us this. So this is pushed to the upside, giving us from here break of structure to the up. Let me even mark out gently. So let me explain something to us. We have this. So the market moved down, then fell to give us another higher high. Then then we have this push to the downside. So this is now change of character to the downside. Change of character to the downside. So just pay attention to this. So now this is now a new low, and this is now a low, this is now another low. So this is lower high and lower low, right? This low is lower than this low. So this is lower high and this is lower low. Now we now have this break of structure here. Now where is the point that initiated the break of structure? Where is the point that initiated this break of structure? Is it here or here? This is the point where the break of structure move was initiated from. So this is the point. This level here broke this structure to the downside. So all these things that we are seeing here is like an internal structure. So what you should be looking at, where is the origin that broke the structure, whether to the upside or to the downside. It is here. So ideally for me, I'll be looking at taking the trade from here. But based on this, what we have here, internal structure, let me zoom out and then you see what price have been doing here. So on this internal area, we have these moves here. Let me see, let me mark out this, and then just pay attention to this. We have this structure break here. So now remember, on the internal structure, this is a break of structure here, this is break of structure here. So but this is not the break of structure that gave us this. This is not the push, this is not the origin that gave us this break of structure here. So you should be looking at the main structure. This is the main market structure. These guys here inside are just internal structures. So what the market can possibly do is come here, make a reaction because of this break of structure here that we have on the internal, make a reaction on this, give us a small push, then we can think that the market will start falling, then it goes up and all that. So but then however, we can just speculate the market, but it's left for the market to decide to do whatever it wants to do. So the market can still come to this point and sell to this point and hit TP, then start buying, targeting this point, targeting to come to this point before it start falling to the downside. So that's what I'm saying, that this is like the point that we should be looking at. But then this point, there is possibly going to be a reaction around this point. So this setup now, I won't say we are going to enter on a pending order. So I'm taking time to explain to us that if the market gets to this point and gives a bearish engulfing pattern, you can decide to take the trade with a low risk. Now, possibilities abound that we can enter the trade from here and the market will come to this low, hit us on TP before e start buying, something like this, enter here. This because all these are just internal, just come to this point, then start buying to come here and make move to the downside and do this, complete this move. So look at this, e may come here, buy, sell to the downside, then begin to go up to target this point before it starts splashing to the downside, to complete this move that we can all see here. So that's what I'm saying, that we can just be patient, look at this, understand this reading. So when the market gets to this point, if it gives you a sign for a short position, you can enter with a low risk, small risk, then you can have the trade run. So if it's running in profits, then you can decide to move to break even. You can decide to move to break even. If it keeps going to TP, well, good and fine. Well, good and fine. The trade was a successful one. But what I'm saying on this trade here, this is also a point to consider. This is also a point to consider. But where we should be looking at taking this trade as a clear setup is this point. But this point, the market can still make a reaction on this and decide to hit TP from here. So those are the areas that we should be looking at. First, do not enter with a pending order. I would prefer and advise a confirmation entry, which is looking out for the market to get to this point, then we would enter. So if I would prefer I would wait for a double top. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So you wait for more confirmation to ride from this point of A. Right? So let's make progress. Okay. UD, if there is anything on this guy. So Euro AUD, AUD. So this is what we have on Euro AUD. We have this move. Let's see, let's mark out this. Mm, looking at this, these points. Okay. So the market is on an uptrend. Market structure, this is high, break of structure to the upside. Another break of structure to the The network is bad, but I'm back online now. I'm so sorry about the break that this network is giving to us. So I think we are back now. So let me just confirm. Sorry guys. So I can see the comment section now. The network. It's, okay, so confirm that you can hear me. I'm so sorry that the network almost struck us out from the session. So, but I'm back now. So let's continue and tie it up from there. So let me look at GBP Euro USD. So but then Euro USD moves almost the same way with GBP USD. So those are correlated pairs. So let's see what he has for us on the pair. So let's see what the market has for. So okay, so I was doing Euro AU. So looking at this from 1 hour time perspective, so this will have break of structure to the upside, and this is a another high. We had break of structure here. So which point initiated the move? So this is it. This is the first, the point that initiated the move here. Here, and this OB has already been mitigated. This OB has the markets came to it. So I'm looking at the markets making reaction at this level, then we can proceed for another buy. So let's see the points to see if we can actually enter for a sell position to drive the market all the way to the downside. See, we have this, we have this, we have this. So right, 15 minutes time frame. If the market comes back to this, I'm going to be, I'll be willing to go short on this guy. Then SL and TP here. So, so I have a setup on AUD. Looking at this is one is sixth trade. So look at it. Watch this with me. I have a setup here on Euro AUD. So let me, looking at this market structure. This is pushed to the upside, giving us break of structure here. Then we have this structure again. So what I'm looking at is the markets make this move, then we proceed to the buy side again. But then where the market is currently making movement to the downside. This is us joining this move to this point, and the distance from here is a reasonable piece that if we join the move, then we can capitalize on it, you know, joining the market to the downside to make money. So on a small time frame, we can say that we are making move to the downside. So this is what we have here. Look at this carefully. We have this push to the downside, this giving us break of structure to the downside, and then we have this another structure break to the downside. So what again can we possibly see or look out for here is the market coming back to this point that broke structure to the downside, then entering this at this point 50% ob, then we'll join the market down for a sell movement to about this point, which is like 1:6 to the reward ratio. So this guy, I'm going to be entering this guy on a pending order, 50% ob, pending order. So I'm going to be releasing it out as a signal, and I'm very hopeful that money will be made here on this guy. It doesn't trigger, but if it triggers, I'm very hopeful that it's going to be winning position. So let's see. Come out to 5 minutes time, 15 minutes. Let me check what 25 pips looks like. I don't want us to have tight SL. 25 pips. Yes, 1:5. So we are running with 25 pips. Let me get the coordinates. Entry price Euro AUD sell limits. Euro AUD sell limits at SL 25 pips SL TP at please guys apply proper risk management. So I'm hopeful for this to be a winning position. So you can take a screenshot of this. I'm going to share it around. You can take a screenshot of this. I'm hopeful that it's going to be a winning position. So you can take a screenshot of this. Let me see. It's bad. But I'm back online now. I'm so sorry about the. I'm going to. So guys, I believe. Let me know. I'm so sorry about the. I'm going to. So I'm in on this with a pending order. Guys, I believe. Let me know. I'm in on this with a pending order. I'm so sorry about the. I'm going to. Let's look at the last one. So euro USD have analysis on GBP USD. So those are so if Euro USD is buying, GBP USD is going to with it. If Euro USD is selling, most likely, but it's not all that just correlated pairs that moves in the same pattern and direction most of the time. So guys, I'm hopeful for this trade to be a win. If you are taking this trade, let me know. Let me know. In. I'm in for it. So I calculate my risk and enter the trade. So you can take a screenshot of this. Let's get print for us today. So take a screenshot of this. I'll be very now, uh, very shortly. So take a screenshot of this. I'll be shortly. So this session will be ending any moment from now. So 1, 2, 3, go. Take a screenshot of this. So guys, we have successfully gotten a signal for today. I'm very hopeful that it's going to be a winning position for today with Euro A. So I'm very hopeful that it's going to be a winning position for Euro AUD. So guys, apply proper risk management. Apply proper risk management. So I don't know if anyone has any question for me. You can as well type out on the comment section. It's or someone sent OB. So 50 OB means your order block instead of at the beginning of which is like the 50%. So that's what it means to enter from 50% OB. So I believe you understand now. You understand that now. So if you look at my cell coordinates, you can see that I marked there, which is like the 50%. So that's it. I'm entering at 50% OB. Answer the question. So guys, till we meet again, till we interface again, keep trading, keep making money from the forex market, and I would celebrate you. And I believe that it's just going to be from one level of doings, one level of glory to the next one. So guys, take care. Bye for now. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel if you are yet to do that. You can go ahead, follow me on Instagram. Let's grow the community. Let's keep doing it. Bye everyone. Do have a best trading week. Do have a great trading week ahead. Cheers everyone. Bye for now. So when the trade hits TP, let me know. I'm going to hit TP.